Have you ever found yourself thinking about something for no apparent reason, with that feeling that something is wrong? Or felt your body reacting strangely, even when everything around you seemed normal? Sometimes, we don't even notice what's going on inside because the signs aren't that obvious. But what if these little moments of discomfort or restlessness were trying to tell you something important? Something you wouldn't even imagine is happening to you? Today, we're going to talk about something that might be present in your daily life without you realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll better understand how your body and mind are trying to alert you to something, and you'll discover if this is happening to you. Oh, and I know that if you're an anxious person, you might not have the patience for long videos and want to skip ahead. But I promise it will be worth it. And for those of you who are in a rush, just speed up the playback a little. If you've ever felt strange without knowing why, if you've felt a tightness in your chest or been stuck in thoughts that just won't go away, keep watching. What you're about to learn here might change how you see those moments. Imagine this. You're heading to an important meeting, preparing for a presentation, or just trying to relax at home. But suddenly, you feel something different. A tightness, a worry that doesn't make sense, or a thought that keeps following you around. Has this ever happened to you?
What did you think at the time?
What if it was more than just stress or fatigue? What if it was something your body is trying to tell you? Today, we're going to explore 4 signs that might be alerting you to something you haven't noticed. 1. Stomach pain and abdominal tension. 2. Constant forgetfulness, like your mind is always racing. 3. The feeling of always being on alert, as if something could go wrong at any moment. 4. And that habit of imagining the worst possible outcome in any situation. Have you ever felt stomach pain or discomfort without any apparent reason? The truth is, it might be more than just something you ate. When we're anxious, the body releases hormones that can cause muscle tension, directly affecting how the digestive system works. This reaction is common but often goes unnoticed. Anxiety can cause anything from a slight butterflies in the stomach feeling to intense pain, similar to gastritis. So, that pain you feel could be your body signaling something much deeper. It's important to recognize these signs and understand that the cause isn't always physical. These symptoms are your body's way of trying to cope with the constant stress anxiety brings, and ignoring them could make things worse. This happened to me. I suffered from gastritis for many years, and I was only in my early 20s at the time. I took all the best medicines recommended by specialists, but never felt completely well. Then one doctor talked to me, suggesting that these pains were probably emotional and related to anxiety. It took me a while to believe it, because I didn't think I had enough problems to justify that kind of pain. After all, I was young, lived with my parents, wasn't facing any financial struggles, and was studying what I loved. And do you know how I got better and pain-free? When I decided to see a psychologist and started therapy to work on my anxiety. To my surprise and happiness, after a while, my gastritis disappeared. If you've gone through this, it's worth paying more attention to what your body is trying to tell you. Mental health can manifest in subtle and unexpected ways in your physical body. Now, let's talk about forgetfulness. Have you ever had that moment when you completely forgot what you were doing, even if it was just a few seconds ago? This might be more than just distraction. Anxiety can affect our ability to focus and remember things because an anxious mind is always one step ahead. Instead of being fully present in the moment, it's projecting future scenarios, which prevents the brain from properly processing what's happening now. This results in memory lapses that can be frustrating. It's as if your head is so full of worries about what might happen that there's not enough space to register the present. This forgetfulness can even affect simple tasks, like forgetting where you left your keys or what you were about to say. Although it may seem harmless, it could be a clear sign that your mind is overwhelmed by anxiety. Recognizing this pattern is crucial to start addressing the root cause, which is the internal pressure that anxiety puts on your mind's daily functioning. Before we move on to the next symptom, I want to take a quick moment to talk about something that can really help you deal with anxiety on a deeper level. If you're looking for additional strategies and practical guidance, I invite you to check out the ebook, specially designed to help people like you manage and overcome anxiety. In this material, you'll find proven techniques, practical exercises, and valuable insights that can transform how you handle these daily challenges. Click the link below and discover how to take the next step towards a calmer, more balanced life. Now, let's continue learning about the possible signs of anxiety. Feeling always on alert. Have you ever felt like you're always on alert, as if you're expecting something bad to happen at any moment, even without any apparent reason? This is another common sign of anxiety. Many people think anxiety only shows up during moments of intense stress, but it can also be constantly present, keeping your body in a continuous state of alert. This happens because anxiety activates your body's survival mode, releasing adrenaline and other hormones that prepare you to react to a threat. Even when that threat doesn't exist, your body behaves as if it's in danger. This can cause a persistent feeling of restlessness, muscle tension, and an inability to relax, even in situations that should be calm. This constant mental and physical readiness is exhausting and can affect not just your mental health, but also your body, leading to issues like fatigue, muscle pain, and even insomnia. If you always feel switched on and find it hard to turn off that sensation, it might be time to reflect on whether anxiety is silently taking over your daily life. Always expecting the worst. Have you noticed that no matter the situation, your mind always tends to imagine the worst-case scenario? This habit of predicting negative outcomes is a typical sign of anxiety. Anxiety makes the brain focus on potential threats, even when they're unlikely. This creates a cycle of pessimistic and catastrophic thoughts, where any situation, no matter how small, seems like it could go terribly wrong. For example, when facing a simple situation, like a conversation at work or a trip, your mind starts creating a series of terrible scenarios. What if I fail? What if something goes wrong? Or what if there's an accident? This way of thinking is a form of self-defense that the brain develops to prepare for the worst, but in reality, it only increases stress and stops you from enjoying the present moment. This constant worry cycle can become paralyzing, making it difficult to make decisions and accomplish everyday tasks. Many people think this is normal. While it's common, it's not normal, and you need to be aware of when to seek help. When in doubt, consult a doctor or psychologist to help you understand the severity of these difficulties. Recognizing this tendency to imagine the worst is the first step in breaking this pattern and finding ways to better manage your anxiety. Anxiety can show up in unexpected ways. It's not always about panic attacks or visible fears. It can hide in symptoms we ignore daily, like stomach aches, constant forgetfulness, always being on alert, or even negative thoughts that won't leave you alone. Now that you know this, how can you start paying more attention to what your body is telling you? Comment below if any of these signs have shown up in your daily life. Let's share experiences and understand this together. If this video helped you see anxiety differently, don't forget to like and share it with someone who might be going through this. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more content like this.